Alright, so because they didn't want me to do this, I just need to be more careful. Joy? Where are you? Joy? Are you in here? Joy? Joy, please answer me. Joy, where are you? Hello? Joy, was that you? I have to keep moving. Joy? Joy, where are you?
I want to live happy.
That's not Joy!
Happy? What's going on? It's like 4 a.m.
You have to help me! Joy told me to meet her in the woods by the studio at 3 a.m., but when I got there, it was someone else, and...
Whoa. You agreed to meet someone in the woods at 3 a.m.?
Sue! It was my sister!
Still, that's really dumb. Wait, was this part of another one of those stupid polls?
No, I mean, yes, but, they told me not to go.
Yeah, because it's stupid. And you went anyway? What the farm, Happy?
I was afraid something had happened to her. I can't lose her.
Well, us losing you isn't going to help anyone. Speaking of which, let's continue this inside. And what did you expect if you did find her tonight anyway? She would just happily go home with you and this would all be over hunky-dory? You have to be more careful, especially with the smiley face killer reaching their final phase of action.
What do you mean by that?
Happy, we need to talk.
Okay.
The truth is, Happy, I was never a pet store worker.
You own the store, right?
No, Happy. I am not actually a worker unit at all.
But you're a 957. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 7 days a week.
That is my public designation, yes. But that's not what I was made for. Can I trust you, Happy?
Absolutely.
Can I trust you, like, really trust you? Even if I had a crazy secret that you could never share with anyone else.
Forever. You're my best friend. You have my word.
Right. Happy? My name is Sue, but I'm not a 957.
What are you?
I'm actually a 700 unit. We are required to go undercover to divert suspicion when on the job.
Oh, I see. And what is your function exactly? I'm not familiar with 700 units.
You're not supposed to be. And I could be put out of commission just for sharing our existence with you. That's how serious this is. So please, keep your word. Let's just say that I'm an investigator of sorts.
Then why do you feel the need to tell me about any of this?
Because I need you, Happy.
Really?
I need you for this case.
Right.
I've been chasing this smiley face killer for a long time. Several years even. They follow a specific pattern. They kill a random amount of people and dismember them, taking a piece from each person they knock off, sometimes a couple pieces. Then, once they have enough pieces to recreate a body, minus the skin, they stop and move on to another area. According to reports, Happy, all that's left is the brain. I think they tried to harvest that from you tonight.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Well, they didn't get me. So how do we know they didn't just get a brain from somewhere else and leave town already?
That's not how these people work. Once they select a target, they get them. Even if said target is brought into custody or some sort of witness protection program, they disappear and are never heard from again until the remnants are found. This corruption goes deep.
You keep using words like people and they. Is this a group effort? I thought the smiley face killer was a single person.
Nice catch. While we first suspected the killer to be a single person, the few witness reports we have on file seem to contradict this. There have been several instances where two assailants have attacked a target. Never more than two, though. Now, the reports from the specific case, in and near Salvage, have documentation of separate killings happening within a very close time frame, a whole county apart in New Cleveland. It would be nearly impossible for a single killer to race from one location to the other so quickly. It has to be two working independently. Now think hard here, Happy. Do you remember anything specific about the person who tried to attack you earlier?
It was hard to see.
Focus, Happy. This info could very well save your life and others.
They were wearing a hoodie and I couldn't really see their face or anything. But I did hear...
Happy, what did you hear?
It was this high-pitched noise. One I used to hear all the time when I was younger, but I don't anymore. At least, I didn't, until...
Yes?
Until the killing started happening.
I knew it!
Excuse me? Are you making fun of me?
I'm sorry. Absolutely not. But this does confirm my suspicion. And I think I just busted this case.
Really? Wait. You don't think it's me, do you?
Heck no. You were decommissioned by your father years ago.
How much do you know about that?
Everything. I had to. If you were innocent, or the contrary, I had to know. Happy, don't take this the wrong way, but it's why I befriended you in the first place.
Our friendship isn't real?
It wasn't, but you grew on me, Happy. I consider you a real friend now. I'm sorry, Happy, but doing so saved your life. If you hadn't come here tonight, you would probably be dead right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the point. So, there has been this anomalous point of interest that I couldn't quite figure out. I've been recording security footage from around town for some time now, and I noticed something strange that happens near the time of each incident. Roughly an hour before the reported murders, the security cameras from our SoulCorp studio would go out for 10 minutes. It's such a strange coincidence, right? I couldn't place why that would be. The murders don't even happen close to the studio. However, I think you just uncovered that missing piece.
I did? What is it?
Did you know that Sue 532 was given a remote when you joined his crew?
A remote, you say?
Yes, a Monarch Mara mind control remote, also known as the Monarch Scepter.
As you probably already know, he was given mine. Wait, wouldn't that make me the killer after all?
Nope. Remember what happened, Happy. You were decommissioned.
So that's not where you're trying to go with all of this? Because the remotes only work for the unit they were made for.
He wasn't given yours. At least not yours exclusively. His file indicates that he was actually given 2 scepters.
So, he is controlling both of the smiley face killers?
Brilliant. I knew you would catch on quickly. People need to stop underestimating you.
Thanks, but if 532 is behind the killings, how does that explain the killings elsewhere? And I'm not talking about New Cleveland, I'm talking about the killings all over the world. The Scepters typically don't have that long of a range. 532 was raised here in Salvage. He's never lived anywhere else, as per his unit laws. 532s typically don't travel much, if at all.
Well, he could have technically traveled temporarily. They are allowed that much freedom. But I think your question actually revealed my next missing piece. He wasn't the killer. At least not until this iteration. That's why we can never find the culprit. The controller of the killers is never the same person twice. The killers themselves are innocent until activated. It's the perfect crime. Mara, I love my job.
Sue, I have a question.
Yeah, Happy?
Why is it that I can still hear the sound, if I can't be controlled anymore?
It all has to do with how the scepter system works. Your brain and nervous system were implemented with chips and wires that allow the controller to, well, control you. When they deactivated you, they didn't remove anything. They just turned off the chip's functionality and removed the activation code compliance. Your implants are still picking up the signals, but are simply not responding to them. All Monarch Maras can hear the signals from any remote. All of them operate on a similar wavelength, you see. If the frequency carries the correct code, it activates the corresponding chip. That's how it targets the correct unit.
Well, I know for a fact that first remote they sent was mine. 532 showed me, when he tried to control me upon my arrival.
I think I know why. Someone else must have been given your code when you were deactivated. I assume his trying to control you was an alibi of sorts. He was playing dumb.
If you're so sure that 532 is behind this, why don't you report him now?
That's the thing. I know this goes deep, but I'm not sure how deep. Who's to say we can trust local law enforcement, or even Soul Corp itself? I'll have to bring him in personally, but even then, will the judge over our case be in on it? I think we only have one answer to all of this.
And that is?
Kill 532 and use the remotes to bring the Monarch units to us. We can then have the units kill each other.
What the? The units are innocent. You just said so yourself. You can't be serious.
Again, Happy. I'm dead serious.
There has to be another way. They don't know what they're doing. I know this firsthand.
So we leave them out there to be reprogrammed and continue the killing spree? This might be our only chance to end all this. We caught the handler before the hands switched. We can't trust the justice system, or anyone from JMD, or even Soul Corp to decommission them. Like I said, I don't know how deep this goes.
Then I don't want anything to do with this.
That's how it's going to be then? You're going to let me go this alone? 3 versus 1? Happy, I need your help. He trusts you. If you could just distract him while I...
No.
Alright then. I can't force you to do anything. What did that text say, Happy?
Nothing.
Don't do something stupid, Happy. You don't have to do this alone. Neither of us do. Friends help each other, Happy. That's what friends are for. If that was from Joy, please, let me go with you. At least allow me that much. Can't you do this one favor for your best friend?
Fine. But promise me you won't kill anyone.
I promise.
Finally home after another 20-hour shift. The higher-ups really need to bring in more new hires. And those new hires need to stop disappearing so often. Wait. Did I clock out? I'll check the app. Where's my phone? Ah, mother of 16-wheel dump trucks. I left it back at the studio. And that dirty 957 unit always comes in early. I'll have to go back now if I don't want to risk him finding it.
Hello again.
Ah, Richard. Good to hear from you. How's the wife? Has she gone missing again?
No. She's still stable. I need help with something a little more complicated this time.
Oh. Do tell.
My son has found himself tangled in a peculiar situation. I do not need him returned to me, but I do need reclamation.
How do you mean?
He has found himself tangled in unsavory operations. As you are aware, Happy is a high-value asset. I can't afford him being damaged or killed.
Could you explicate on the nature of the situation?
My son is in salvage.
Oh, I see. And why is he in salvage?
He was foolishly chasing a dream. Granted, I do encourage his pursuing of a career, but this rebellious phase of his has led him into dire circumstances, in a dead-end part of town. Worst of all, among an unregulated killing spree. I do not need him returned as I said, but I do need him safe, and I need someone to reroute his path toward success.
We think we have just the person for the job. This particular murder case is an obsession of his. He has dedicated a great majority of his attention to finding and stopping the smiley-face killer for years now. So this would be a prime opportunity for him.
Great. Send him in and give him my contact information. I would like to work directly with this 700 unit.
Will do. He can start today. Funny thing is, he's already in the area undercover